Alright. So let's go check the shop before we head off to Aspio. Wow. Guess I should do weapons first. Two of these. Two of these. Hey, I don't need those if I have this one, right? Well, I need at least one, though. Oh, I had one already. None of those, none of those, none of those. Alright, food. Sure, I'm getting lots and lots of food. Like 10 of these. 10 of these. Synthesizing. I can make them some items. Secondary weaponry, that's what I need to make. We have that one. Yep. Oh, I can make the Carolean sword now. Which one? We're gonna do with the HP one. The rune blade. Oh, I'm out of money. Alright. You just put on everyone's max stuff first. Then we'll go back through and re-equip some things. Okay. Go. Oh, you already have that. Okay. Huh.
All that stuff about the balance of the world is pretty hard to take in.
Yeah, I hadn't even been outside the capital until just a while ago myself. And now we're here talking about the fate of the world. You never know what life will bring you.
But isn't that what makes it interesting?
I don't think we can afford to be that relaxed anymore. Estelle doesn't have much time left.
What's the harm? It's not as if acting all serious is gonna solve anything.
Besides, Estelle will notice if we look all worried.
Well, maybe so, but...
We won't forget what Pharaoh said. Relax.
I know, it's just...
Estelle's got it the worst. If we get too down about this, we won't be much help to her.
Exactly, knock out your emo shit. Okay. So where are we headed? Aspio, and then we're gonna do side quests. Oh, there we go. I was clicking it, he wasn't flying to me. So Aspio is, I should have went the other way. It's gonna take a while. This way. So there's a lure. Right there. So much better being able to fly.
It's been another long day. Let's save the manhunt for tomorrow.
I second that. How long's it been since I've slept in a proper bed?
Well, I suppose we can all stay at my place.
Wait, there's something I want to take care of first.
You mean me?
Carol,
This is a guild thing. Best for us not to get involved.
I've thought about it a lot. What we should do, like, as a guild. And I realized we have to figure out a few things if we're gonna keep this guild going.
Sounds like you've decided what we should do.
Well, we said it before. The most important thing is obeying the guild's laws. Those who break the laws suffer strict punishment, even if they're friends or family. They say that's the source of a guild's pride.
Yes.
So what I'm thinking is, we all have to receive punishment.
What do you mean?
I didn't know that Judith was fighting for our planet all on her own. But even though I didn't know, I still failed to help a fellow guild member. So I gotta accept my punishment. Yuri?
Me?
Maybe you were trying to follow your own path, but you still kept things hidden from us. There's no way that can be for the good of the guild.
Well...
So you gotta be punished too.
now he's stretching it.
The laws are important. What if someone does the right thing, but still breaks the law? Should they be punished? To be honest, I just don't know yet. So that's why we should all just accept our punishment and start over from scratch. What do you think?
I can't promise I won't have my secrets in the future.
Well, if that's the way it is, if you can't trust us, then there's nothing you can do. That would be my fault.
And what if I destroy a Blastia that our guild was planning on using again? That would be breaking the law that says I should act in the interest of the guild.
But you'd also be acting for the sake of the world. Guilds aren't there just so people can obey their laws. I think we can let that slide.
Doesn't that sort of make your laws meaningless?
I've never heard of a guild like this before. But you've got me interested, I'll give you that much.
Carol, you're just full of surprises. I had thought plenty about myself and what I should be doing. But I might not have considered how my actions would affect you guys. This is a way of settling things I didn't even realize existed.
I just wanted to keep traveling with all of you. I just wanted each of our own paths to be the same as brave Vesperia's.
Sounds all right with me. You heard the man, Judy. I guess that's where we stand.
You really are some of the oddest people I've ever met. But I suppose I can manage to put up with you.
All right then, one more time. Brave Vesperia, fall out!
They're just making it up as they go, aren't they? Is that all a guild is?
The Don ran his guild just a teensy bit differently.
There's something beautiful about this way, though.
So, what about the punishment?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
Looks like you guys are on Critian researcher detail. We'll be relaxing at my place.
Hey, why do you get to decide?
Excuse me? Did I hear a complaint?
No, ma'am.
No.
Carol, were you thinking by yourself this whole time about what to do with Judy?
Yeah, it was pretty much all I thought about after we left Nordopolica. That, and about what you did to Rago and Cumore.
Really? It's nice to hear you thought about me that much, even when I wasn't around.
Yeah, I wasn't sure at first. What was right, what was wrong. I think I have the Dawn to thank for setting me straight. Without the Dawn's last words, I never would have found answers to the questions I had.
You gotta stand on your own 2 feet.
Yeah, I was thinking about what that meant. And before I knew it, I wasn't thinking about what was right. I was thinking about what I want to do.
And that helped you decide what to do with the guild.
Yeah, so here's to fresh starts.
Yeah.
To fresh starts.
Alright, so now you gotta go in here and you gotta make Judy the leader. Because a Critian will not talk to you if you are not a Critian. Well, fucked up if you ask me. Alright, and there he is. There are numerous Critians around the world, but he's the only important one. Good day. Good day, my sister. Judith. I'm Tort. Fuck, I don't know what name is that. You wouldn't happen to know anything about Miorzo, would you? I'd like to go there. I need to know where Miorzo is located, and how I can get there. Even if you reach the city, there won't be anything for you to see there. But what do you plan on doing there anyway? Is not a Critian's interest in her own ancestral city reason enough to go? That is an acceptable reason, but I'm afraid I don't know anything about where it could be. I've heard your name before, Tort. You help guide those Critians remaining on Earth up to the heavens. Will you not tell me because these humans are with me? Our ancient law states that we cannot show anyone but our brothers and sisters the way to Miorzo. Shouldn't it be a matter of whether they can be trusted rather than whether they're Critian or not? At the very least, these humans can be trusted. I shall ask once more. Why do you seek Miorzo? The world is headed towards some bad things, all thanks to Blastia. We want to go to know what happened in the past and how we can stop it. We want to help everyone, not just Critians. How's that? Very well. I do not know if you'll find the answers to your questions, but I will show you the way. But there is one condition. What's the condition? To get to Miorzo, you must travel to Egathor Forest. The Egathor Forest, on the continent of Hypionia, I don't know how to pronounce this, isn't it? I've heard of it before. Yes, the sacred land of the Critians is located there. So that's where the door to Miorzo is. Yes, those lands are currently being trampled under the feet of an unknown group of people. They have not only invaded our sacred land, but they have also brought strange Blastia with them. I don't know what they're up to, but it can't be good. So if we go to Myorzo, we have to do something about them. Or if we want to go to Myorzo. Exactly. We need to restore peace to our sacred land. What's happening? Once you have driven out the interlopers, ring this bell. The door to Myorzo will open for you. Thank you. May the road rise up to meet you, sister. And you as well. Let's go back to where everyone is waiting. Yeah. Did you find out anything? We've got a lead in a place called Yogothor Forest. I'm pretty sure it's on the west side of Hypionia. To the south of here. So Myorzo's in that forest. No, but a door is. Huh? A door? What do you mean? There's a door there that leads to Myorzo. It'd be fastest to just go and check it out. First, let me rest. Perhaps we should get some rest before leaving. But we don't really have a choice. No, you don't have a choice. We're sleeping. I'll just keep Judith out for right now. That eye candy on. So now we got side quests. Woohoo! Oh, actually, while we're here, right? Oh no, Emmett Hill first. Come to me. Okay, go to Emmett Hill and enter from the east side, which is not this one. Oh, it is this one, yeah. Alright. You did this one too, didn't you, Judy? Yep, that's right. Hey, Judith, the reason you were destroying the Hermes Blastia was because they were a danger to the planet, right? That's right. So in other words, you did it to save the world from harm. I don't mind if you think of it that way. Something about that just doesn't make sense to me. Why not just take down that Hermes guy who was making the Blastia? Either that or tell a mage about it or something. I was putting my life on the line to put a stop to rogue Blastia that were causing strange effects on the world's air. No one would believe a crazy story like that. If you had only told me. You think you could have done something about all the Hermes Blastia in the world when you don't even know how many there are? I'm sure that you may have been able to stop one or two of them with enough trying. But you would surely die before you had managed to take care of them all. Since you were with Baul, there was something you could do about the Blastia going out of control. Is that what you mean, Judy? I don't have any way of making adjustments to the Blastia, so destroying it was the only way I could make sure it wouldn't be a problem. But you think we might be able to go to Ospia the next time we get some free time? Why bring that up all of a sudden? It's about the Hermes Blastia. There's something I'd like to investigate a bit. But you see... Yeah, you'd like to go back home, wouldn't you, Rita? Not particularly. Alright, let's stop by there when we have some time. Okay. So there's actually 2 more things we have to do here, so we'll just go ahead and knock them out while we're here.
You'll be gone soon enough.
These guys should both be 1 hits. Oh, not 1 hits yet.
Nah, this isn't scary.
Actually, I'm gonna make sure Yuri is done with seafood. You're done with sorbet. Yuri needs to make cake. Raven. Pudding? Alright. No, wrong way. This way. I like the music. It's pretty nice music. Peaceful. So we need to go to the grave over here.
What are you?
Who are you paying your respects to?
An old friend, a dear comrade who shared my cause and gave his life in battle.
Battle? Was he in a guild?
Why would you think so?
Well, Imperial Knights who fall in the line of duty are given a state funeral.
This has nothing to do with the Empire or the guilds.
What's that supposed to mean?
Those institutions are nothing more than man-made trivialities.
Is he the reason you've been drifting around so long?
That is none of your concern.
Hey, no need to get testy.
Just whose grave is this anyway?
It's not a knight or somebody from a guild. That's gotta mean...
I know some people can't afford a burial, but why put them in a place like this?
Estelle, what are you doing?
We may not know whose grave this is, but this feels like the right thing to do.
Might as well. Okay, let's head back down. I think we're done here.
Yep. I'm checking it. Alright, well I tried to check it. Nothing happened. But that's the end of that tiny little side quest for the grave.
Oh, man. All right, let's go.
I got no time to think.
Just beat him senseless, then you'll win.
Okay. So the next side quest involves heading this way. Like she found something. What's with you? These flowers are so pretty. Hey, that's a Cerathanthus bloom. You actually know a lot about plants, don't you, old man? Oh, I dabble here and there. So what's that one called? Huh? 1 second. It's a teardrop tulip. What about that? Why, that's a rainbow flower. Wrong. Crimson Nadisisco and Beautyberry. Some botanist you are. I just happen to not know those. It looks more like you just happen to know Cerathanthus bloom. I don't know how to pronounce that. No, really. So how did you just happen to know about these nightshade flowers? Ah, listen to me. Sounds like you've got a special reason. Kind of. Nightshade's just a flower an old friend of mine from the nights used to like. My friend's room was always full of them. So you have had a couple friends then. You're saying that like it's a surprise, like it surprises you. Poor old Raven would just curl up and die if you left him all alone. Just what is the correct response when a man starts whining like a mouse, I wonder? You say, "Oh, Raven, you're big silly. You're so cute." Ha, that's not the words I'd use. Ah, Judith, darling, you're cold as ice. Good grief. It's a little like Flynn and Yuri, what with you having a friend in the nights and all. Well now, it can't compare to the shining example friendship those two young lads have got going, but yeah, we were pals. I don't think of my friendship with Flynn as shiny. Really? But youth's a fleeting thing for all of us. That friendship's long past now. Oh, did you fight about something? I suppose you could call it that. Would you mind picking a few of those for me, young miss? Oh, certainly. It's called a fire lily. I don't know why they called it nightshade and whatever the fuck other thing he called it. What is a fire lily? And that's it for Emmett Hill. Let's leave Emmett Hill. So what was next? She needed us to go to Aspio. Let's do a quick save here. So Judith needed us to go to Aspio. And we gotta go to the library. And this bookshelf, right? Oh, right here. You think we might be able to look for a certain book? I want to find out some more about Hermes Blast, yeah. So we should just look for the right bookshelf. Yes, please. Found it. Hey, it's if Molft net of me jumps discourses on air. That fucking name. What? You've heard of this book before? This book used to be in my house. I think it may have belonged to the person who lived there before me. I see, yes, I see. It was all full of codes that I couldn't understand, so I didn't find it at all that interesting. I ended up giving it to the first person who showed any interest in it. If Mumpf Nep Majop. That fucking name. That's Hermes. It was his pen name. What? Really? So that means Hermes used to live in Ospio. That's what it would mean, yes. Keeping something important like that from us yet again? I'm sorry, I wasn't entirely sure of it until now. Sigh, well, whatever. What is all this? I can't understand any of it at all. I ain't reading that. It's just a bunch of fucking letters thrown together. It's not even a word. Looks like he just wrote letters at random. It's all in code. I thought about trying to figure it out a few times, but... This annoying type of writing is often used for taking down personal memos and the like, but not for research papers. And look at the front of the book. It says, I dedicate this to my daughter. And then it says, try and read it. Pretty ambiguous, don't you think? I never felt up trying to read it. Do you think this could have been his way of giving a challenge to his daughter? Yes, I think it was. I see. What a ridiculous, foolish researcher. He didn't even know what the Blasty he'd created were capable of. Yeah. That's it. I'm going to take this book and decode it. Wait, can you really do that? No, I think that's best. We went all the way to trouble of finding it after all. I guess so. Right, I'll show that blast you're researching, bozo. So we got the book, and I don't know if that guy will pop up for me, but I will try to force him. Okay. Let's see here. Nope, he didn't show up. You will get a guy to show up for the collector's book. If you finish enough of the collector's book. If you have 50% of it done, and I do not. So he won't pop up for me. Next we're going to Capoatorum. Bowl! Clear up a little bit of this fog. There we go. Okay, Capoatorum is this one. Let's do another quick save here. Alright, we'll go in here. Capoatorum, which is go to the inn. Oh. A fiery soul into a sea of flames. That's what Mr. Sauron said. Would you be used friend, Nobis? Indeed, you were sent to find me. Yes, we brought you something from Yush Sauron. Handed over the Book of Friendship. You haven't looked at what's inside, have you? Huh? No, of course not. Very well, if that is all. Oh wait, I need to take some proof of delivery back to the client. Ah, okay, let's see. You can take this to him as proof of delivery. Obtained a rainbow bookmark. Well then, say hello next time. Of course, thanks. It's pretty good for our first job. We're not done yet. We still have to go take the proof back to you. The proof of delivery back to you. And then we'll finally be done finishing with the job. I'm glad we didn't lose the book before we got it to him. That would have been bad. I don't think you could just go out and buy a replacement for that book. How would you even lose something like that? Maybe if you went to the bathroom and accidentally left it by the sink when you washed your hands. Yeah, that's dirty. What's dirty? You're washing your hands. We need to make sure not to lose the proof of delivery, too. Okay, enough talking. Let's get moving. Yeah, let's go to Mentaic and see the client. Yikes, are we going all the way going back all the way? The sooner the better. Don't you want to tell the client? There's no need for a rush. Talking of things like this, the more you wait, the more you joy. Is that true? Let's see the client when we stop by at Mentaic later sometime. Woof! In other words, it's just saying no need to frickin' run all the way back there. So now we're going to go talk to this lady, if you remember her from earlier. The Shagothium flowers all withered and died. You were the one who destroyed the Blastia here, weren't you? Yes, that was me. I see. The reasons for these flowers blooming like that was the air imbalance from the Blastia you destroyed. And in the Colosseum, too. You heard what that man in the boat said about the fish around there, right? I looked into it, and it was all due to the Blastia, so I did what I had to do. You're not mad? I'm plenty mad. Sometimes I feel like she might be too in understanding. Alright. Now we're gonna go into Fortune's Market and talk to Kaufman. We love talking to Kaufman. Kaufman! Talk to me. You have to do this one for her to get her spear back. You make sure you do this. Can I ask you a question? Does Fortune's Market deal in spears? We do. If you'd like to sell that, you'd be better off going directly to the store than talking to me. No, I don't want to sell it. I wanted to see if maybe I could see other spears that have been sold to you. You're still trying to find that spear of yours, aren't you? It seems you have some personal stake in this, but I don't think it's been sold to us. If any of our vendors received any valuable items, no matter what they are, I would have heard of it. And I haven't heard anything. I see. So the last part of Capoatorum will be heading to the inn. Do another fast save here. stay in the night. How's it going? Any progress? Each page is a little different, but it looks like he's just using a cipher to shift all of the characters in the text. It just takes time to figure out the cipher. What sort of things is the book about? At first, I thought that Hermes was an average mage who was using his knowledge for evil. But he wasn't. He was an upright mage who had dreams about the potential of Blastian air, and he was just innocently going wherever his curiosity led him. So what is it that's troubling you? There are so many interesting things written in Hermes' notes. There are plenty of formulas for magic I've never heard of, for example. So Hermes was a genius, even compared to you. It hurts a little to admit it, but yes. I was shocked to see what he wrote down, so many ideas and observations I've never had. And it seems he wrote down a formula in this book to destroy Blastia that had gone out of control. Hermes fully understood the possibility of the amount of air on the planet increasing. He understood the dangers of the Blastia he had created. Yes, I see. Yes, that's why he was studying magic to destroy the Blastia in case that happened. If a type of magic like that exists, I think that you should use it. No matter who or how, Hermes was looking for someone who could use the magic for good. He was looking for someone to take over his work for him. That's why he left behind these notes. Wouldn't the best person to continue Hermes' work be his own daughter? Oh, but what if that daughter doesn't know how to use magic? Or maybe... We'll never get anywhere if we keep taking in hypotheticals. Well, yes. Even if it's something that was thought up to destroy Blastia, you could put it to some other use, don't you think? Well, that's true, but... You're right. I don't think that any other mage besides me could ever use this formula properly. Perhaps I'll take it after all. Hee. I'm sure Hermes would be very happy too. You're just saying that. No, I'm saying it because I really think it's true. Rita learned a negative gate. And the game crashed. Alright, well that was fine, because that was where I was going to end it after the next day, so...